Well, this is interesting, to be honest. They're not going to give Cain bail, and I assume this, to be honest. Anyone that didn't assume this probably doesn't know a lot about the court system, but you can't really expect to just get let out after you did something violent. Something violent is usually something they have to hold you for because you're a threat to society, you know what I mean? But like I feel like he could have went about this in a different way. Joe Rogan kind of had a point with ramming them off the road. I don't think that was a necessarily a smart thing to say. I think the best way, I don't know if I should even go into detail about that, but at the end of the day, I think he could have went about this a lot better. Maybe not do this while you guys are in vehicles, you know? Do this when it's the target isn't moving, you know? Because it's a little bit harder to hit a moving target. But with that being said, this whole thing, to be honest, it's definitely not just gonna blow over easy. Cain is definitely gonna have to do some time, and I'm hoping that they are able to convince the jury that he was temporarily insane during that moment. Like, you have to put yourselves into Cain's shoes, and that's what the defense attorney is gonna say. He's gonna say you have to put yourselves into Cain's shoes in this moment. There's full rage going through your head. You've trained, which I wouldn't say this part, actually. I wouldn't say the training part. I would say there's complete rage going through his head because of this crazy occurrence that just happened to his young child. He's thinking about his child being harmed for the rest of their lives. Like, there's a lot of anger that's going to be running through Cain's head, so he's not going to be in the right mindset. He's not going to be in a clear mindset. And then you guys factor in that you let him out, and that's going to be another stab in the back to Cain. That's going to show Cain that maybe he does have to take it into his own hands, and he was blinded by those thoughts. So if the defense attorney said something like that, obviously they're going to spice it up a little bit. I'm not getting paid to do that defense attorney shit, so I'm not good at it, but they're gonna have to say something that's gonna make make the jury really like think about it. And I'm assuming most of the jury has already heard about this case. They're gonna probably go into this case on Cain's side for the most part, but this one's gonna be interesting. I do assume he's gonna do some time just because it was on the road. He did put a lot of people's lives in danger, so I don't know. You can't just act like it's gonna just brush over. It's gonna be kind of hard though, because he's gonna be sitting in there until he finds out. Of course, that time will be deducted in the long term. He will have that time deducted from whatever final like sentence he actually gets, but it's gonna be hard because, like, what if he does just get off with it? I assume that's not the case, but he's gonna have to do some time regardless. So free Cain. This is a tragic scenario, and I wouldn't wish this upon my worst enemy. This is very sad to see to happen to such a good person, but prayers to Cain.